How you doing, Ol? BarCast. BarCast. BarCast.
Welcome everybody to the BarCast Season 2 in 2021. What a start it is. It is your regulars here today. It is me, Mark, and my co-host, Chris.
Hello there.
So obviously it's the start of a new year and the start of a new goal. Mine is growing out the beard, which you'll notice probably throughout the podcast if you are watching. If not, I might update it on our Twitter. That's my goal for this year. Chris, have you got any this time?
Singing, songwriting, and actually making my own music instead of asking someone else to play it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's
I got
pretty
the
good.
MIDI keyboard. I got it last week, and I know nothing, so I am playing as I go.
Oh, that sounds like a good plan. I mean, I'm trying to get into other hobbies as well. Like, obviously, I bought a lockpick kit, and I'm thinking I might start it. Maybe trying to get into it. It's a useful skill, just in case if you ever get stuck. Not for the evil deeds that one might think they commit in a Viking raid.
No,
not yet.
Not yet. It's a possibility.
You never know. Maybe the apocalypse can never happen. I'll start my own Viking tribe. That's what I said to someone. I said, like, if you're gone for a couple of months, if you see the apocalypse is happening in the UK, I'm 9 times out of 10 going to start my Viking tribe.
I'm in on that.
Right.
You're going to need someone to keep stock of inventory.
Oh, indeed.
I'm not an out front fighter, but you know I can be out the back, making sure.
Mate, don't worry about the front.
Bows and
I'll deal with the front. I'm sure I can muster up quite a few of the Vikings.
I mean, if there's throwing axes, I could be pretty good. I got a good throw on me.
Oh, there is that. Any means necessary, especially to get through combat.
But as random as that is, how has life been? Because it has been what, 7-8 weeks since the season ended.
Oh God, yeah.
What the frig have you been doing?
So I've aged another year.
Yeah, I feel
so
that.
So there's that. I've got a bit wiser. Every year I get wiser, learn something new. I've been alright actually. Work-wise, I've been used a lot more, and I'm going to be getting more in-depth training in some other roles. So whereas I was good in other areas, now I'm getting deeper training. So I'm being kept busy, especially busy out at sea. So as you say, like another year, getting wiser, more responsibilities, as they say.
Yeah, but especially when you ill at like the end of December.
Oh, yes. So there's me thinking, I'm never going to catch the thing, but I somehow tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
That was a fun experience.
Positive indeed.
I wasn't suffering with symptoms, luckily. So I think I got the good end of the stick in a way. So if I have
you were ill with other things, weren't you?
That's what I think. So he might have had it. So I had to quarantine, and I'll tell you what, it is definitely different not being able to go out and even do your own shopping. And because I'm also in a household with other people, they have also had to isolate. So that causes a massive development, because if they were going to work, they then have to say they can't go into work, or they would have to seek accommodation elsewhere before I turned up.
Yeah.
And obviously this is when I was working. So I had an escort through the port, because you don't want to let a free man with a positive COVID test walking around. And yeah, I mean, made use of the good time playing games, so what's not to love?
And I noticed you more on our server.
Oh God, yeah, our server's looking quite nice.
Yeah.
It's going to look good on your stream soon. But obviously, how is life in your end?
Yeah, well, the past 7-8 weeks, thanks to my line of work, I was very busy.
I can imagine.
over the festive period. You
Hmm.
know, gotta love that line of business. Um, I did a couple of 6-hour streams.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Celebrated
Hmm.
the season as much as I could. COVID, but and then January, excuse me, slowly went back into the swing of things.
Hmm.
Working full time. Um, uh, back into my Twitch schedule, releasing songs. Doing all that sort of thing. And
That's
I,
good
like
then.
you, I aged another year.
We did
We
indeed.
were within 4 days of each other.
Hmm.
And then over the past couple of weeks, I've updated my stream schedule, so I'm now doing 3 days a week like a madman, along
Oh, you
with
are indeed.
along with my 43-hour a week job.
Hmm. But you can do it. We know you can.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Hmm.
But hey ho, that's. But I noticed in January, like, tried to start this year like really positive, and I was
Hmm.
just like, you know what? I'm gonna just kick off this month. I'm gonna lose the weight I gained over Christmas. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And some things, I admit, I did. I did a good job on them. But things like my weight, ugh, yikes!
Oh, I know
I
what you
actually
mean.
put on more, which I've only just started to take care of this week.
Hmm.
Life happens,
Oh, indeed.
especially when you're trying to celebrate a birthday.
Yep.
And
Especially in the COVID one, where nowadays it's not the easiest thing.
no, I did a social thing online for it,
Hmm.
which was a lot of fun.
Oh God, yeah. I've met a lot of new people very
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, you
Put me
did.
right on the spot, folks, and that's very rare that I get put on the spot.
Mm. Oh yeah,
But
it's happened
the
a couple of
interesting
times.
thing is that I was obviously, as Chris was saying, we're only 4 days apart. I just didn't stop drinking.
No, yeah, your birthday was on the Thursday, the day after you got off the boat. You started
Mm.
drinking after you got off the boat, and you probably stopped drinking after my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
which was
Very much.
Monday.
And this was drinking in the Viking horn, of course.
Oh
Wasn't
yeah,
wasn't a glass, it's just a Viking horn. So occasionally if I was doing something, you would just see the horn appear on the screen and be like, I'm still here, don't worry.
but this was unlike most people who celebrated last year in a COVID birthday.
Mm.
This time it was our turn, and
Mm.
it occurred to me that I actually never spent a birthday properly on my own before.
Oh.
And being on my own and single, I was just like, I had a little visit from my mental demons, and I may have put on half a stone in a week.
That's easily done nowadays
So
because
I've dropped a couple off since, but
mm.
just demons.
But then again, sometimes putting on an extra weight during the cold time isn't exactly a bad thing. And
No,
half the time, your body does want to store more during the winter season than it does when it's warm.
that's
See,
true.
there's always that. I mean, there was one day that I went up 5 pounds, and then literally like 2 days later, I lost it. And I don't know if it was just the drinks. I just stopped, and the body just adapted to it, or
It's probably the
anything.
drinks. Alcohol is quite calorific.
I must have just burnt it off with my natural energy and chasing after my cats, Raz and Loki, which are very bigger cats now, and they seek out attention if I don't give them enough.
Oh, so if you haven't given them enough, they might pop on the podcast today.
Oh, they're tied out. They're so tied out.
Oh, bless
I was
them.
assembling my new chair, and like they were jumping on it and everything, and I was sorting out my room, so they were jumping everywhere.
I
And then it
see
was like,
I see a little Secret Labs logo there.
yeah, so it arrived not that long ago actually. I thought, all right, I'll assemble it up. My old chair though has become his favourite, so he's now decided to sit on that, and now he's passed out on it asleep.
Oh, bless them.
I, but they've grown so big from where they were, and they're
Yeah,
not even a year old.
yeah, they go quite a lot in like the first couple of years, so I hear.
Hmm. But it'd be interesting to see how big they actually grow, because other than that, they might be bigger than the size of my head. So fitting them on my shoulder would be an interesting thing soon. I mean, I've had Raz here on this shoulder. I've had Loki on this one, but if they weigh that much, it's gonna be like holding it like I'm holding 2 rocket launchers.
Oh, get your squats in, get your deadlifts in.
Oh
As
god, yeah.
exercise.
Oh god, and the fact that they're chasing around. Oh, we can't beat it.
So obviously, Mark, it's season 2. We're freshening things up this season.
Oh yeah.
In fact, we got a couple of interesting plans for the year, don't we?
Oh god, we do indeed.
Like this season, we're planning more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We're planning to finish the season around the same time as we did last season, so around Christmas time. Obviously, as we're starting earlier, much longer season. We've got new guests and some repeat guests. And this year's guests are like the 3 new ones, or the 4 new ones. I mean, it depends on who can come.
Yeah.
None of them, I would say, is in our friend group.
Ooh.
Like obviously, without giving too much away, you've met one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You've played games enough with another one. And the other one, you only know through online messages.
Oh. Ah, yes.
Yes, you've pieced
I know a
that.
few of them.
So, and another one, if they are able to come on, you've played games with them a bit, and they're in our Discord as well. Same with the previous 2, but not the first one. And now for the listeners, that is very confusing. But I'm trying not to give too much away too early. It's only episode 1.
I wonder if I've killed any of these people in like the online game.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Nice. I love this.
In Among Us, anyway, at least.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And we're also freshening up our look a little bit.
Oh, we
Not
are
a lot,
indeed.
but for those who have been paying attention to the new thumbnail, if you see it, or the banners on our social media, you'll notice we have a new banner.
Oh, it's a sexy banner indeed.
This is by the same artist that did the first one, so it's by Natalie again. And we love the first one, but this one is brilliant.
Oh, it's outstanding. It really is. Blew me away when I first saw it.
She somehow got more detail in there. She's added some more. She's somehow she's lightened up the background so it's a bit more friendly, but still kept it quite theme matching.
Yeah, kept it at the right light level where it still fits like a bar vibe.
Yeah, my adverbs and my verbs and my nouns are just failing me.
Oh, mate, you should see me sometimes. My speech pattern completely goes. I had it at work. I'll be saying something and it goes completely off.
Yeah, I notice. But so that's that look really freshened up for us, and we've also got other plans for the channel in general. We mentioned these things during season 1, but we're actually slowly putting things into place to start later on this year, aren't we?
Oh god, yeah. Quite a lot we got planned.
I mean, it's obviously dependent on when COVID ends.
Yeah.
About a 1/6 of the population has had their vaccine now, or at least their first one. So it could be the end of this year, but if not, 2022 is going to be a very, very busy year on Bar Chats.
Oh yeah, because I mean, depending on it depends on what happens with the vaccinated people as well. If they're held out or if they're still confined.
Well, the Isle of Wight is COVID-free.
Oh wow.
They've closed the border so no one can bring it in.
Hmm.
But yeah,
So
it's
say.
essentially COVID free. So it is doable.
Hmm. Well, yeah, New Zealand's done that as well, haven't they? They've
Mm.
pretty much.
So, but season 2 looks to be a good year.
Oh, it does.
Good year? Good season.
And the confidence of making through one season. So we're going to be much better. Especially if you look back at episode 1 to where we
Yeah,
are
episode
now.
1 and 2, or even like the introduction to our YouTube channel.
Oh, that was
You could
good.
see the nerves on us then. And now
Ah,
we feel a lot more laid back and talking to you. And
hmm.
we have to say if there's anything within reason you want us to talk about, bring it on. We can
Yep.
we can talk for hours.
Oh, that's why we time ourselves after. Just to make sure that we're not talking your ears off. Just yet.
Just yet. No.
Just yet.
If you like our content, please consider supporting us on Ko-fi.
So, everybody, it is a new year. And obviously, I'm going to be asking more questions because not many of you guys have. My question, I'm aiming at Chris today, is going to be, so, Chris, how would you treat a partner?
Oh, I hate you.
I love the answer, really. Well,
Oh,
not
I hate
answering,
you.
asking.
How would I treat a partner? With the utmost respect, obviously. It doesn't matter who I'm with, gender-wise. He, they, she, whatever they identify as, I am chill with.
That's good.
I believe I basically want to treat them as like a really like my best friend sort of thing.
Okay.
Like basically, the way my one of my best friends and I act, people see us as we could be a couple anyway, because we're just like that. We're that close. We're banterful. We do shit together. Like we'll go for we do our groceries together. We go for drives together.
Fair.
We go for drinks and go for dinner. Like just us, and people would assume that as like date stuff, but it's really not. It's just us spending time together.
Which is always the important.
And if they go, oh, can I do a night out with so and so? Go for it. It's your life. I know at times I'm gonna be like clingy for like cuddles because that's just who I am, and this past 11 months of COVID has been quite torturous sometimes. I almost said Tartarus, which is it's similar to Tartarus. I have to give it that, but at the same time, I can respect boundaries.
Yeah.
Like if they're like no, not right now. Yeah, that's fine. Basically, with respect is my basic answer.
So I guess you call yourself a modern gentleman.
Yeah, modern gentleman. Do all the manners and stuff. I will, open doors, pull out chairs, all that sort of stuff. But at the same time, I'm not expecting them to be like a housewife. Like, if you got goals you want to strive for, I'm gonna be behind you, giving you a little push, going, do it. Go on, do it.
Like Palpatine, do it.
Yes, but not evil.
Oh, mate. Sometimes being evil is good.
Maybe not evil. A hint of bad, maybe, but not evil.
Okay, I'll give you that. I mean, I've had to play the villain a few times.
No kidding.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
If I have to, I have to.
Yeah.
Right. Better people hate me than hate anyone else.
True.
But that's the Viking way.
But you know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm throwing it back at you.
Oh, me. Ah,
Before you say though, I know a little bit already. Past experience. Generally, you your love language, from what I see, is gifts.
Mm,
So you like like being able to give gifts to your partner.
pretty much. Yeah.
I,
People I
I
care
can
about,
see
I've
that.
always gifted. And it's either been something small that they would like or something grand, like a grand gesture. But I would say I probably wouldn't necessarily be a gentleman as what people might think. I I mean I've always said it like before when I was young, I would always be the good one. But then I've looked at life and I've looked at my experience and I thought I've not exactly been a saint um in life. And yes, I've made mistakes and I've learned from them. But for me, with love, is they need to be blunt with me and straight to the point.
Actually,
Whereas,
yeah,
literally, it's like if we're at war, I'm good at war language. But when it comes to love, it's very, they need to be
it
blunt
goes
with
over
me.
your
Or,
head.
yeah,
It
basically,
it
like
does
hit
with me
me
too.
or basically grab me and like give me a kiss, which I've had done before. And then you know, and it's not a friendship way. And for me, I'm more of the one that will care for someone, but I can't always show emotion. So even though I might be blank faced, I might generally care about my partner.
Mm.
And yes, it's got me in trouble before because I don't always voice how I'm feeling. And yes, sometimes it goes back, or sometimes I've said something and it's not how I meant to.
Mm.
So I would say that I look for someone that is blunt, someone that can have a laugh, be cheeky with, and I guess in a way to ground me for when I go too far, or if I've done something wrong, but also someone to ground me in the case of I like you, stay here. um, so that's mine. Mine's more of an interesting one because I'm assuming people would probably think I'd be like a gentleman as such, but times have changed and
The way you talk about Vikings, no.
good man, good man. Like I said, I've always got you on my side.
Mm. I mean, I've been dealing with your BS for the past, what, 5 years?
Pretty much, pretty much. But you got to admit, every mistake I've done, at least people can learn from it.
Yeah, it's been good education for me and Scott, so we can
Oh
at
God,
least have
yes.
that.
Oh, the main reason is I make the mistakes so they don't have to. That's a good
Yeah,
slogan.
he's the proper older brother.
Mm-hmm. Do the crazy stuff.
By four
You don't
days,
have to.
but he is the older brother.
Mm.
But yeah, no, so no, just for the heck of it. I know you're always pondering in your head about random stuff. Give me another question. Do it.
Oh, I have a question. Right. So, if you had to choose a role in the apocalypse, so let's say internet connection's gone, all communications have gone in the world, and you had to find a role in the new world. And it could be anything. Resources we'd obviously have to find, and you could be anywhere you want to be in the world. Don't have to exactly be in the UK or England.
Hmm.
Where would you want to be?
So, roll. By
Hmm.
what sort of work? Is this during apocalypse or post apocalypse?
So the apocalypse has happened.
It's
So
happened,
let's
so this is rebuilding the population again.
yeah, this is like how are you going to almost like survive? So like if you could imagine
Okay,
like
okay.
a Mad Max or like the Walking Dead kind of thing where there's still danger and you can't always trust everyone.
I'm gonna say I want to be somewhere like Denmark.
Okay.
It's a bit cooler, but there's nice big open areas.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of. I've been to a few villages over there. I've been to a few towns. It's quite nice and open, which is really good for seeing stuff.
Mm.
Um, Plus, no, they've got plenty of area. They've got plenty of land, so growing crops again
Mm.
wouldn't be too much of a problem. And it's not a big island either. It's not the biggest place, so if I do need
Mm.
to go somewhere, it's not going to take me a long time to do it.
Okay.
Like, the trickiest part will probably be going from Aarhus to Copenhagen, because that's like, one's the west side and one's the east side. That's probably the most difficult part. Um, I reckon, though, I would either be a resource gatherer,
Okay.
or I'd be the resource, like, checker. I'll be the one, like, checking it in and out. I'll be doing, like, the admin side of things.
It's almost like logistics.
Yeah.
Officer.
If I'm not doing that, I'm looking after Sproglets.
Fair enough. So I would probably then almost class you as support leader in that regards, because then you would support the community leader if you're going to be in a community, and also caring, which is good for a co-chief, co-leader.
I'm guessing you're the hunter.
I would be hunter-mercenary, because I would probably go out, explore, and then if we could make money on the side, but yes, gathering hidden stuff. A mixture like a treasure hunter, I guess. But that's why I said mercenary, because
whereabouts?
Oh, now I'm thinking of still staying in like England, because we are close to Europe, and the water path through the sea is not too hard to travel, even if you were to use the old-fashioned wooden vessels. And it's also going back to a land. So you've got Europe, and obviously you've got Ireland and Scotland. So if I say I'm based in the England part, maybe in the south, or just take over the Port of Dover, one way in, one way out. So that would be mine, because if you can control a port, and you can control vessels and keep it defended, there's a lot you could do.
That's the other good thing about Denmark. There's a few good ports.
Plus, I'll start my Viking Tribe.
Yeah, there's good Viking heritage up in Denmark.
Oh, that'll be the first place I visit. So, folks, this is obviously not going to be our longest of the BarCast. This is an introduction to season 2.
Yeah, and we thought we would keep it short and sweet for this one. We just threw a couple of questions at me from Mark, and we're going to decide that's probably going to be a feature this season. Mark's just going to throw questions at me. We're just going to call it Questions from Mark. It's going to be like questions from a hat. If you've seen that particular TikToker, you know who he is. Mark should know, because I do send him enough of his videos. Phil Eagle. Yep. But yeah, we're going to keep this one short and sweet. However, it's the end of an episode, and we are bringing this back. Jingle Time. And Mark, start us off, please. Season 2, Episode 1, Mark's Jingle.
Oh, I love these, because I can prep for them, but I don't. And I like to make it a thing. So yo ho, and welcome down to question time. Welcome down to Mark's Corner, where he asks the questions. Yo ho, putting Chris on the spot. Maybe a guest. Here we go. Everybody, question mark. Welcome to the show. So.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. I always love how inventive you get with these. Like, always dead on the spot.
I have to. Have to.
You forget it's your turn to do the jingle. I tell you at this before we start recording. You forget whilst we record. And then at the end of the episode, you're like, Mark, it's your turn. You're just like,
yeah.
Okay, here we go. But yeah. So, another season of jingles. Oh, God, it's going to be my turn next. But hey, ho. But the next episode is due on the 27th of February, which is actually my mum's birthday.
Ooh.
So, yeah. But for now, folks, take care of yourselves. Take a drink. Have a laugh. We love you from the bottom of our guts. And until next time, bye.